Hi everybody, it's Kerry Schmidt. It is 7 o'clock right now, and it is kind of a cool evening here. I am in the city of Brampton right now, Wednesday, December 6th, and it is a cool night. It's dark and traffic slowing down. We've had a few issues across the region. We've got some issues with a fire on the QW down by Appleby Line. We had some other issues down on the 401 earlier this afternoon with a transport or a truck that lost a wheel. But I really want to talk to you about a issue that happened yesterday afternoon around 1 o'clock. A transport truck was traveling throughout the GTA. It was fully loaded, placarded with dangerous goods. The driver from Abbotsford, BC, on his way back to Abbotsford after loading here in the city or in the GTA here someplace, was reported by officers, reported to officers by members of the public, this vehicle traveling erratically throughout the GTA. Started on Highway 409, got onto Highway 401, and ended up going northbound on Highway 400. The driver, when we finally got him stopped up by Major Mac, Rutherford area, the driver was immediately arrested by officers, and as a result of the investigation, the driver at 1 o'clock in the afternoon registered nearly 3 times the legal limit of alcohol while driving a dangerous goods, fully loaded transport truck on a provincial highway. Mr. Iqbal Sidhu, he's a 33-year-old man from Abbotsford, BC, was held in custody for a bail hearing today to answer to those charges of dangerous driving, driving impaired, and driving over the legal limit. Again, unbelievably dangerous, unbelievably irresponsible for him to get on the highway and start driving down the road with that kind of alcohol in your system. That he would have been impaired through most of the province had he not been stopped, and who knows how far he would have gotten before someone would have gotten hurt or killed. And that's certainly something that we do not find acceptable in any circumstance. I don't care what kind of vehicle you're driving. It can be a small passenger vehicle or a pickup truck or anything else, but when it's a transport truck going down the highway with dangerous goods, flammable and explosive goods, I think was a part of the contents of that load. This is something that really is intolerable, and I'm glad that we were able to get this person off the road. And that's why I want to let you know about what we're doing and why we're doing this, because it really comes down to everyone doing their part. Thank you to everyone who actually called 911 to take this driver off the roads and reported to the police. The vehicle was traveling erratically, traveling very slowly, and obviously the driver was not capable of operating heavy machinery, especially with that amount of alcohol in their system at the time. Unbelievably dangerous, and he certainly could have killed somebody or killed himself. So again, that is the reason why we're out here, and that's what we're going to continue to do. Thank you for following. Thank you for listening. I would appreciate if you want to share this with friends, family, and colleagues. And if you have comments or thoughts regarding what we can do to make our roads safer in all regards, whether or not it's part of our big 4 causal factors of crashes, impaired, aggressive, distracted, impairment, seatbelt use, or whether or not it's vehicles or drivers. The driver in this situation, John, was up on the 400 just north of Toronto in Vaughan. I think around Major Mac is where the vehicle was initially or finally stopped. But again, it could have happened anywhere right at Major Mac, right out in front of Canada's Wonderland. And I don't know where he got his license or how long he's been a driver. He was a driver out of British Columbia. He resides in Abbotsford, and that's where he was returning back to, apparently, with his load that he must have loaded here someplace in the GTA. So yeah, he'll be off the road. Automatic 90-day license suspension, automatic vehicle impoundment, and obviously criminal charges and bail conditions as well, because he was held for bail. I don't know what the outcome was of his bail hearing, but obviously he will not be driving anytime in the near future, and hopefully not for a long time if he's going to continue with that kind of behavior. Obviously, we want people to rehabilitate and be contributing members of society here, but that is completely unacceptable. When we look at safety on our roads, obviously everybody has a huge part to play, and the fact that people were calling 911 to report this dangerous driver, we had officers very quickly able to intercept and stop this vehicle before someone was hurt or before a collision occurred, and that's what we're going to continue to do. And thank you for those people who did call in to report it as it was happening. We had multiple witnesses that came in, and this happened at 1 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. Driver was obviously taken off the road, and the roads are much safer now because of that, I would say. The vehicle, the truck tractor portion will be part of the impound. The load that is part of the cargo would be returned and given to the company or fleet or someone who can continue with its voyage. But the truck itself is subject to the automatic license or automatic vehicle impoundment. So. Breathalyzers, why don't we have them? Well, there are interlock devices that are put in when people are convicted of impaired driving or alcohol-related collisions, but obviously that's something that manufacturers or legislators would need to look into, and the fact that we have people out there every day with dash cams and videos. If you have information, if you see dangerous drivers, please call OPP. You can call us directly. There is an exemption. If you're the lone person in a vehicle and you see a dangerous condition, you're allowed to call 911 on your cell phone. You can also try calling star 677 or star OPP. So if they're up on a provincial highway, call star OPP. It'll connect you directly into one of our call takers in whatever part of the province you are in. In this case, it would go right to our Aurelia dispatch, and that we'll get officers directed to that location and get this vehicle and driver investigated before something happens. So there you go. Now you know, star OPP. Remember that, and share this with your friends and family around you. We are in the middle of our festive ride campaign. I know we've already been busy with our ride initiatives across the province, and I know we just posted some stats regarding the number of people who have been charged and arrested, and number of vehicles and people we've taken off the roads because of impaired driving. So that is what we're at right now, and I will update you if more information comes up, but appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Deborah. And should that be standard equipment? Maybe. So talk to people that can make those things happen, and we will do what we can to make our roads safer as well for everybody. So if you got any comments or questions, I'd love to hear. I'd love to chat. I'll go back and read some of the comments here and respond as I can. And watching from Saskatchewan, hope you're doing well there. Hopefully it's not too cold and not too much snow on the ground, but I know it is December and we're looking for a white Christmas. So we'll see what happens. Take care, Kareen, and absolutely remember to slow down, move over. It is the law for vehicles, emergency vehicles, police cars, fire trucks, ambulances, and tow trucks on the side of the road, and really as a common courtesy to anybody, if you see a stopped vehicle with their forward flashing lights on, or you see a vehicle stopped on the shoulder, just move over and give them some space, because it's pretty frightening when cars are going by you, especially at a time like this when it's dark and your lights may not be on or your batteries may be dying. If you need assistance, make sure you have your cell phone charged up and have emergency kit in your vehicle. And when your cell phone dies, it can be a pretty anxious time for many people, and especially if you're in trouble as well. You want to make sure you have a phone that can actually communicate and make sure you know where you are. So, hey Sean, are you talking about the hydraulic lines on the deck? I know that was addressed on some other posts there as well, but those hydraulic lines were properly secured and no violation there, if that's what you're referring to. But thanks, Sean, for keeping us alert and aware of what is out there. So go after the Brampton big rigs. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to go after the bad drivers. It doesn't matter who they are or where they're coming from. So, yeah, if you got comments, questions, I'd love to connect or chat. If you have some thoughts or ideas of what we can do to make our roads safer. Thanks, Steve. And no, I don't know. I don't know who Sean is, but hopefully he got my comment and message there as well. 20 here in Kenora, driving with no lights. You know what? I was behind a vehicle today with no lights on as well. It seems like no one seems to realize that their daytime running lights don't give the kind of light that they should have, and very often there's no tail lights as well. Everyone has to help too. Do you know what? And you have a huge amount of influence on those people around you, whether or not it is your family, your colleagues, your friends, your neighbors. You can share this post as well with your followers on your platform, on your Facebook, and it'd be great. And if you got comments or questions, I'd love to connect. Get cut off from it's a senior on senior driving. Well, am I a senior driver? I'm pretty old compared to young drivers, and so yeah, there's a lot of drivers out there of all skills and abilities, and it's the bad drivers that we're trying to take off the road. So if you think you need a little refresher on rules of the road and common courtesies on the highways, you can certainly go to driving schools. Look on my Twitter account. I did a little pet peeve thing that I posted, my 5 pet peeves that we see. Lane discipline, left lane bandits, people that don't move over when people are approaching from behind, people that don't use their signals, people that are driving distracted, people when you're involved in a collision, get off the highway as quickly as you can, and make sure you're driving accordingly to the conditions. Right now it's a beautiful day, dry roads and clear skies, but we're just at about 2 or 3 degrees Celsius here right now, so it is above freezing, but there is the odd flake that comes down as well. And thank you very much. Stay safe, and I'll come back and check out the comments, and if you want to add some comments, I will try to get back and reply to you as well. So hope you're having a great day. And please slow down, move over. Have a great day, everyone. Drive safe. And remember, our Festive Ride campaign continues right through to the new year. And we'll be out there making sure our roads are safe and drivers are sober. And if you see someone that needs to get our attention and we don't see them, please call 911 or star OPP. And we'll do what we can to get them off the roads. Thanks very much. Take care.